Hello YouTubers and Bedini interested people. Alright, I'm showing you my second charging procedure, second charging test. So I will show you my measurement equipment. Currently you see the ampermeter of my charging battery and voltage of my charging battery. This battery is my charging battery. It was previously discharged. It's 12 volt 5 amp hour battery with acid, which you can fill up one time and then always add the distilled water to the battery. So my primary battery, which is always charged conventionally from the power cord, and this battery charged separately, not with this circuit which you are currently seeing. So it's like a disclaimer: this is not a warranty machine, because I do not have extra power yet. Okay, measurement equipment. Ampermeter of the primary battery. This is ampermeter of the primary battery. Voltage meter of the primary battery. It's showing us 12.34 volts. It should be 12.65, but it dropped a little bit. But this is actually fully charged primary battery. So I start the charging procedure by the Bedini. Just let me. Okay, you see, you hear this noise. This is a sign that my system not working in the way which I want. I just disconnect one short connection of the battery, then reconnect. Okay. What I just did, I just disconnect one connection, this white cable of my circuit, and connected again to the battery. So what I need right now, I just spin the wheel and the charging process starts. Okay, hope you can see better the numbers on my measurement equipment. I first from my previous videos that it was not always the case that you can clearly see what just happened to my battery. You see 15 or 14 milliamps which are currently going to this battery, to my charging battery. Then you see the increase of the voltage of the battery. It's 11.68. Right, and let's look at the measurement on my primary battery. On my primary battery I have 12.29 volts, a decrease in my voltage, of course, because my primary battery gives current to run the system, and I currently spend 31 milliamps to spin the wheel and to run the circuit. So this is a process which are currently going. I showed in my previous videos the amount of impulses which my system produce. My system produced 12 or 13 or 14 impulses, which I can measure with my oscilloscope. Oscilloscope is not connected because this is not currently is not important for now, for my continuous testing process. Okay, some of the maybe interesting parts. This is not actually so bright. This light is from the battery, which was completely dead battery, and I'm just doing random tests by rejuvenating my other battery. It's this black cable is connected to this battery, which you cannot see. Maybe I can give some light. Just a second. Okay, so I have very sulfated battery lying here. You can see it. Yeah, and I try to rejuvenate this battery with a Bedini, but for rejuvenation I use much more power. I have here the battery like 20 amps, and yeah, so you can imagine the amount of power which I need to rejuvenate the battery. So back again to our experiment, test, charging process. What you see right now, you don't see much, but you can see clearly that the amount of milliamps did not charge. The voltage did increase a little bit. And let's look at other part. Let's look at the voltage of my primary battery, milliamps of my primary battery. So you see it's decreased. The milliamps has decreased because the circuit gives some, I will say, it stabilize the spinning of the wheel, because this transistor, I done following setup that my transistor use less power and produce more short but very powerful impulses. I did show you many times, but I want to show you once again. When I disconnect one of the cables of my charging battery, then you see the light, this bulb. This is actually not 200 volts, this is actually 230 volts bulb. So it's light on when only 230 volts going through this battery, through this lamp. Why I did show you what this lamp? Because always think about these impulses. This is not standard generator, current generator. Because what I produce short but very powerful impulses. And these impulses use very less current, as you can see, very less current, and you can see that my battery slowly but charging. It takes more than one day actually to charge this battery, but I probably will say that my measurements are for 1 day of charging, so it's approximate measurement, not the one-to-one measurement. But it's still interesting, it's still puzzling for me that I'm able to push my discharge battery to 12 or more volts by using the same capacity, which it's two new batteries, same capacity, same manufacturer, same voltage, but with the Bedini I'm trying to achieve the state that I use so much energy which I have and produce so much energy in this battery. Once again, what one should add: if you use such batteries, always monitor the level of the liquid, of the water, distilled water. Last time when I discharged this battery by the work of the Bedini system, I mean the Bedini circuit, some of the cells was little dry, not completely dry but little dry, and I fill up the water, so it's much easier to monitor such batteries, because I did show you in my previous videos that you can try to charge sealed lead acid batteries, but they are real pain in the ass. And what I mean by that, I mean it's real pain in the ass, because yes, you can fill up the water with the sealed lead acid battery, but do not expect fast results because the architecture of the plates of sealed lead acid batteries, I think it's not so good. I mean, just do not repeat my mistakes with sealed lead acid batteries, and you will be much further with such types of the batteries where you can control the level of the liquid. So you are actually, it's a 10 minutes of the charging procedure. So milliamps of the current which I measure, which are going to my charging battery, it's 13-14 milliamps, and the voltage level you see still increasing, not very fast, but I'm not here for fast charging of the battery. This is another issue which I have with some people who say, can you charge this as fast as you can possibly do it and discharge battery with a critical time of the amount. I will say, wrong idea, people. You should charge this battery slowly, but with less energy. And this is my research. I try to achieve following things: less energy, charge battery. Then after the 20 cycles, charge, discharge, I will start to use. I will try to use for charging this battery with an inverter. It means it converts this as energy from this battery, from the charging battery, to the DC current for charging this battery. Why I use inverter? Because as Bedini told, you cannot swap batteries, or you can, but I think it's much complicated as you think. So my thing is keep it simple and stupid. I think it's the best way to get some results, because if you have some experiments and some understanding, then you should be always green. Well, once again, what I want to add. Okay, you can theoretically power this system with solar panels. I think this will be quite interesting, but the problem with the solar panels that you have different state of the day, and for charging battery you need continuous volts, and not volts, I mean the current you need to. So it's, I think the best possible way to connect solar panels probably will be like trying to charge the battery, but charging the battery so that you not damage it. And the problem with the solar panels that you have not always this situation that sun is on 100%, but in some areas of United States or elsewhere you can get such situation. But why did bring such point? Solar panels great, but they have the limitations. Probably I will say it's just another split from this research. If I get the apartment with the solar panels, maybe I will do so, but my current state, I probably see the thing with a different type of the wheel. I mean, less weight on wheel, probably with a fan. I mean, if you can add to the wheel the fan, then you will get some mechanical work. So then you will got better ideas with the fan, and and another history can start from there. But once again, another part of my research is to think about automatic discharge circuit. Automatic discharge circuit, why I need this? Because I think it's because I'm lazy, maybe, I don't know, but discharge circuit will be for this battery, for the primary battery. It will monitor only the voltage of my primary battery. If I know at which point of the voltage I should disconnect my primary battery, then you can imagine then another circuit will add other fully charged battery, and this will be like charged battery conventionally. So problem is always to keep separate charged batteries by conventional means and charged batteries with by the not conventional means, and it can be very complicated, but I give you some thoughts, my personal thoughts, that probably it's possible to build such circuit which will trade off the batteries, but do not damage the rules of the charging, of the battery charging, because the battery charging process, conventional and not conventional means, should be keep it separately. If you mix this up, I probably guess that you will never get the results. And yeah, this is like very beyond what Bedini done, but it have the legacy of Bedini. And you see, little charged, I mean the voltage is a little bit increased, the milliamps are staying the same, so my system just keep pushing the battery further and further. Of course I have some decrease here on this side, probably say 12.26, not so much good, but as I said earlier, my primary battery is completely charged. I charge it's like to 12.65, and I charge it for one complete day, so 20 hours of charging on this side of the battery. What I should keep, I think this is a point where I can finish off my recording and just give you my update on my charging procedure. This is actually the first time when I post each charging procedure on my batteries, and I think this will be quite educational for all people who are trying to get in this hobby. Not research, probably, it will be like hobby. So thank you all, and keep studying and researching. Bye bye.